Welcome back, Tube World. It's Blue Ronin, and I'm back again with another video. Today's joint is about my gag bag setup. Don't know what gag bag means? Give me 6 seconds, and we'll get into this. So before I get started, let me just take a quick second to say thank you. Thank you, guys. Because of you, my views are going up, my likes are going up, my subscriptions are going up. That's all due to you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. As long as you guys continue to watch, I'll continue to put stuff out there, and hopefully you get some kind of use out of it. So thank you very much. And so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I was really conflicted about making this particular video because of the subject matter. I'm a regular dude. I work a 9-to-5 job, sometimes 9 to 11, 9 to 12. I work long hours at times. But on the weekends, I do try to watch other people's content, and because I'm still learning about the prepping life, the 2A life. I'm still looking where I can get better in the things that I've already acquired. I'm trying to evolve as this lifestyle evolves as well. But one thing I have noticed is that people are talking about their handguns. And what I mean is, what they're saying is that their handguns, for a lot of Americans, their handguns are no longer their primary weapons. Before I continue, let me clear this. I have nothing inside the magazine. Chamber clear. So yeah, the handgun is becoming the secondary option for a lot of people. But with that being said, what they're leaning to as far as their primary weapon is concerned is the AR-15. All right, let me let that sink in for a minute. People's primary weapon, their go-to weapon, is the AR-15. All right, a battle rifle. We'll let that sink in for a minute. Their primary weapon is the AR-15, not the standard handgun. To me, that's sobering. That's sobering to think that I may have as much of a chance as running into someone with the AR-15 as I do with somebody with a 9mm handgun. That's to me, it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. To knowing something, my chances are kind of equal. And so with that being said, that we have to be prepared for this. Okay, this is where we live now. At this point in time in our history, in American history, this is what we have to deal with. All of us have to deal, or we may have to deal with something like this at some point in our lives. And so with that being said, I decided to make a different kind of setup for myself, what I call my gag bag setup, GAG, or grab and go. Okay, this setup is strictly for if I'm traveling somewhere, if I'm in my car and there are things going on, the political winds have changed and people are upset for one way or another. They don't like the outcomes of certain things, and they want to take their frustrations out on other people. That's what this setup is for. Okay, grab and go. And I'll tell you why what I have in here and why I set this bag up, or these bags up, the way I did. And we're going to get into this a little bit later. So what I decided to do was to make myself a quote unquote bulletproof bag. So what I have in this bag is armor. Okay, this is an armored backpack. So initially what I have in here is one is a med kit. Okay, I've got a med kit in every bag I have, and I will get into the med kit at another time. I also have some level 3A wearable soft body armor. Okay, this is from Spartan Systems. Level 3A, meaning it should stop anything up to a 357 Magnum round. All right, this is for handgun rounds, not for rifle rounds. This is not rifle rated. 3A is not rifle rated. Okay, but but manufacturer claims that this is rifle rated. This is a level 4 composite backpack plate from Tecticon Armament. All right, composite plate meaning it could probably I wouldn't count on this thing taking multiple hits, but should someone God forbid should somebody be trying to shoot at you, and you have this on, well, let me not say you, this is for me. If I have this on, and I'm really hoping that if that's the case, then this will protect me at least from a 5.56 round, if nothing else. I know these aren't really designed to go too much higher than a 5.56, but as far as a 5.56 round, which is a very standard round for AR-15s, 5.56 or 2.23, this composite plate should protect me from that. But in the off case it doesn't, I ended up getting another level 3A soft shield from Safe Life Defense. So this is another plate, another soft plate from Safe Life Defense. So I've got triple protection. Now if things were going south quickly, I might go ahead and wear this and still have these two in my backpack. But as of right now, all these 3 stay in the backpack all the time. Now I wouldn't take this out of the house unless something drastic was happening out in public. This would stay in my house. My next bag would stay in my house, as well as the rifle. I would only take this out of the house if the climate was changing and people were becoming increasingly aggressive. I would start taking this with me in my car and having it at the ready. Okay. So I don't keep a lot of stuff in this bag. This is strictly no frills. Okay, strictly no frills. I don't have any food in here. I don't have any water in here. This bag, this setup is strictly for like, oh my God, the crap has hit the fan and someone's trying to kill me. Let me get out of here. Okay, that's what these bags are for. Just strictly for life saving. I have to worry about food and water some other time. Okay, I'm just trying to put this on my back and keep from dying. That's essentially what this bag is for. But I do have a couple of other smaller things in here. I have my Smith's 2-step knife sharpener, which you've seen before in my first 2 videos. The Civivi Praxis Mini. I've talked about this in my last 2 videos as well. A Coast dual function flashlight. It has, I think it's 250 lumens white light. And also has a red light function as well, which I really enjoy. And I also have some batteries for everything that needs batteries. These are some AAA batteries and some CR123s. I also have a dump pouch. In the off chance that something goes terribly wrong and I have to flee on foot, and I have time, I'll put this on my waist, and if I have to return fire, I can put my mags in here so I won't lose them. And I also keep a pair of tactical gloves, hard knuckle gloves, a green gator, OD green gator, and hearing protection. And that is literally all I have in this bag. I have not weighed this, but my guess, just by picking it up, my guess is that this bag, as is, with everything inside, weighs anywhere between probably right around 12 pounds, maybe 10, 15 pounds in that range. Not very heavy, but that's intentional. I put this, and I decided to put these plates in a Highland Tactical backpack that I got from Ross. Now you say, well, why would you get a relatively inexpensive backpack? Well, that's kind of the point. Why would I want to spend a whole bunch of money on something that may potentially be shot at? It's not the bag itself that's important. It's what's on the inside that's important in this particular case. I'm not looking to go, camping with this bag. This is strictly for saving my life should I need it. And next up is a Maxpedition Fat Boy VersaCarry. So in this little side pocket here, I keep some things for my AR. This is just some some tape for my scope to kind of keep it in place, and some tools for the scope mount. I also keep some extra hearing protection, which is a redundancy, and a Allen wrench for my gun holster. So in here, I keep a few extra little medical supplies, some self-adhesive sports tape, some gauze, and some band-aids. Just really simple stuff, nothing too extravagant. These are just extras. But the most important thing in this pouch is my magazines. So I keep 6 magazines, a 5.56 at hand. I did put the Ranger pull on here as well to make them easier to get out of this bag, because it is a relatively small bag, but I don't need anything too big for this particular case. This is just a sling bag. I would just sling this over my shoulder after I put the backpack on and get the hell out of Dodge. This is another redundancy. This is another of the Coast flashlights. I keep a little folder. This is a Gerber folding knife, probably 3-inch blade. You know, good quality from Gerber as always. And I also have a shoulder-mounted med kit as well. Standard stuff. One day I'm going to actually do a video of the things that I keep in the vast majority of my med kits, because they're pretty much the same across the board. And that's just something that takes a little bit of time, so I'll get into that another day. And so the main thing is, you know, in order to, you know, to keep the playing field somewhat equal, I have my AR-15, which is a BCM4. Has a 16-inch barrel, and this is just a good, solid performing defensive tool. I had to make some cosmetic changes to this for the most part, because, like I said, I have relatively small hands, and so I have to I have to change out certain things to make it more comfortable for me to use. So I'll start with I put an extended charging handle on here, okay. And before we go on, let me just go ahead and show that it is clear. All right, nothing in the magazine, nothing in the chamber. Okay, so this does have a bad lever, and the bad lever is just this helps you to chamber your next round once you change magazines. Okay, also put an extended forward assist on here. I did change out the pivot pins, just a little personalization. I added an ambidextrous extended safety switch, extended mag release. I switched out the ejection port cover with the mag pull. I put a QD sling mount, some rail grips, an angled foregrip, a mag pull forward sight, front sight, and a Streamlight TLR RM2 rifle mounted light. This thing is great. It is a laser light combo, and the beauty of this is that it has a toggle switch right here by your thumb. This is not ambidextrous, but it doesn't really need to be in this situation. So in order to use this, the activation button is right here. Okay, and you can easily toggle between. The laser, the light. I know it's difficult to see, but the laser light combo. So I added a little bit of grip tape to the bottom in case I ever had to set this on something to return fire, to give me a little more stability. Just something to grip whatever it is that I'm laying this on. And the scope is the Athlon 8x24 LPVO, low power variable optic. I've got I added a I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember exactly what these are called, but these help in focusing. It's an extended focus ring adapter, I guess, to help move the focus ring in and out. And I've got a Warner detachable sight mount, and also got a Magpul QDS sling with a Ranger band attaching it, so to kind of keep everything nice and clean. And so, and also put an extended finger guard on here as well, in case you ever have to wear gloves or anything like that. And I also added a Magpul hand grip as well. I do have some things inside, some basics. I have another battery for my laser light combo and a few other things, but I won't take those out right now. But so that's pretty much it as far as this particular rifle is concerned. I don't show this to brag or to glorify AR-15s. These are definitely weapons of war. I'll be perfectly honest. I never thought that I would ever own something like this in my life. I never thought I needed to until relatively recently. And it's just, I don't know. The bottom line for me is that you want to be on a level playing field. Okay, you want to be on a level playing field, because if all you're bringing to these days and times, if all you're bringing is a handgun to a gunfight, and more people than not will probably have something like this, that's just like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Okay, that's not going to work out very well for you. Now, I'm not suggesting that people go out and buy AR-15s. All I'm saying is you have to understand, if most people are, there are a lot of people that are considering this their primary weapon, and all you have is a handgun, you're going to be at a distinct disadvantage. Okay, and that disadvantage may cost you your life. So, I just like I said, I'm not promoting this. I'm just trying to let people understand, if they don't already know what's going on. They have to understand, what we're up against as a society. And so we have to be prepared. We have to be as prepared as we can be. This is part of prepping as well. Prepping isn't always just about, stockpiling food. These things, we have to think about these things in a different context. So this is part of being prepared, something like this. Like I said, I'm not advocating. I'm not AR-15 use. I'm not, telling people to go out and buy as many as you can. I'm not saying any of that. But what I am saying, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my own peace of mind, I would much rather have something like this, to bring into some type of conflict than just a handgun. And so, I just try to be as prepared as I can be, in my mind, how I think things may go. That's what prepping is. We try to come up with this, or at least I try to come up with different scenarios as to what would I do in certain situations. And that's part of the reason why I decided to get something like this. Now, this isn't my only one. I've got another one that I've done some other training with. This is relatively new for me. I have not trained with this gun. I have shot it. It shoots great. It's very smooth, very little recoil. But I have not done any training with this as of yet. But going forward, this will be my gun, my rifle for pretty much every situation. And so that's pretty much it, folks. I just wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about what I see going on in the world, and the changes that I need to make. And I hope that some of you will understand that what we're up against. So with that, let me just go ahead and quickly say that as I said before, invest in yourself. Okay, invest in yourself. Invest in your own defense. Invest in your family's defense. Okay, and get some training. If you decide you want to go this route, or even go the handgun route, training is imperative. You have to do some type of training, because just having a gun isn't enough. Just going to the range isn't enough. You need an elevated level of training in order to be proficient with especially something like this. Now, I need to do more training. I've taken a handful of classes. I'm decent with this. I'm not great with it. I know people who are far superior with a carbine than I am. But I do know something. I'm not completely clueless as far as this type of platform is concerned. So I would strongly suggest that anybody who's thinking about getting a rifle of any kind, please go get some training. Don't just take it to the range and be done with it, shooting at targets. There are so many other things you need to know, and maybe I'll get into my experiences with training another day. I would love to share with you guys the things that I experienced as far as training is concerned. So please get some training. Please invest in yourself, and as always, be a really, really, really crappy victim. Be a horrible victim to someone who's trying to victimize you. Don't make it easy for them. Do not make it easy for them. Okay, give back what they try to give to you. That's really all you can ask for. But training is what makes the difference. Okay? So with that being said, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Take care. Peace.